Welcome back to their daily Marvel Snap video here, coming at you with a Silver Surfer ongoing Spectrum deck today. The idea behind this deck is simple. Anybody who's played this card long enough has had a string of games where, despite your best efforts, this card, the key card in your deck, is just buried in the bottom few cards of your deck, and you're often just left retreating with nothing to buff your board. In enter Spectrum as a not quite as powerful a Surfer because she comes with a more expensive cost, but similar effect, allowing us to add power across the board in a way that's going to not quite be predictable to our opponent, because they're going to be need to playing around the idea that we could be pumping all of our threes, or we could be pumping all of our ongoings, which includes a handful of cards cheaper than 3 that we're playing out / filling into our curve in other points during the game. Overall, I thought this deck list was a ton of fun and brought a little bit of nice utility to the table. I think Armor and Cosmo, like I talked about in yesterday's video, are pretty well positioned right now. Destroy decks are kind of running amok, and Cosmo being able to shut down things like opposing Spider-Man or denying the card draw on Thanos Infinity Stones goes a long way towards giving you a leg up in some of the more common matchups in the format. Jean Grey is a fun control card in this deck that pairs well with our Brood. We can fill her path up afterwards and then just kind of ignore her impact on us. If you are missing Jean, I think you can easily sub her out for Dazzler as a different 3 energy card that also has an ongoing effect for Spectrum, but I did enjoy Jean Grey's controlling aspect in some of the games we were playing with this. At any rate, I hope you enjoy the game highlights that I have for you here. I think they do a fun job of showing the 2-pronged attack that this deck brings to the table that can leave your opponents guessing. If you do enjoy what you see, snap that like button, and hopefully we'll see you back again tomorrow for some more excellent Snap content here on YouTube. All right, chat. I mean, we're bound to draw a Surfer or a Spectrum next turn, right? I can't possibly brick on both of those cards. Is that enough? It might not be. Maybe I'm supposed to play Captain America to the right. I guess I got a solid amount of stats on the left here. There's a good chance they're the Infinite deck like we were just playing, though. Victory. I have no idea what collection level I hit every avatar title at. It's one of those things I just like noticed I was only getting variants at one point, and I was like, oh, I must have all the avatars and titles. So as by taking deck submissions today, I am not. We will definitely do deck submissions on Friday. We might do them tomorrow. Depends on where we finish today in terms of content stuff. Philip, thank you for the quarter of a year. Welcome back. I'm used to the Dodger bad matchups mindset for Magic, but it's hard to do that in Conquest. Yeah, well, in Magic, when you have a bad matchup, you can at least choose to hedge that matchup, right? Whereas in Marvel Snap, you can never hedge your bad matchups. Sideboards are the difference, yeah. Is this beating a Patriot? Probably not. Or, sorry, what's his name? An Ultron? Only going up to 24 on the left. Oh, do we tie 24 on the left, actually? They're +7. Do I win the breaker? So they'll have 10 here. They'll have 10 here. Do I just Cosmo right with priority? What happens if they do something else? If I Cosmo right and they Ultron center, I lose. Do I beat Ultron here with Spectrum is the question. So Spectrum would put me to 21 plus 6, 27. And their Ultron would be 5 for 10. So they'd be 10 to 2. They'd be up 8. And we'd be 27. Yeah, this beats Ultron, right? Okay, so again, obviously we crushed it. I assume they're just leaving, but I think this was still a solid game with a solid end to talk about, right? Like, it's right to play Spectrum because Spectrum also beats Ultron right and she beats Ultron center. Because we would be 27 to 16, we would be 24 to 24, and we would be 10 to 2. So they'd be up by 8, we'd be up by 11, we'd win the game. And I think the core of this mode is really, really good. But I do feel like they need to iterate in some way to try and get back that this is a more feel-good card game than others. Yeah, there's a big I'm trapped feeling in a number of matchups that you play. Agree with that sentiment. It's one that I've personally experienced. We might play Mr. Fantastic into the bar. Megitos, thank you for the brand new Prime. Appreciate the support. It's also not very quick. I think Conquest being a longer game mode is fine. That's obviously by design. A little bird told me that they have heard the feedback on the excessive number of screens that you have to click through in Conquest, and that will be addressed. Not armoring the multiple man. I don't have priority here, so armoring the multiple man doesn't accomplish anything. Do I miss playing Magic the Gathering tournaments? I miss traveling occasionally. I like traveling. But I don't really miss the actual tournaments themselves. My only inside information about sideboards is that I get the feeling from talking to people at Second Dinner that they are not a big fan of that concept generically. Sideboards feel like they would be put all your tech cards here. Yeah, but there's a lot of tech cards in Marvel Snap, right? So it wouldn't just be as simple as you play every tech card because you couldn't fit every tech card into the same deck. Also, and this is the thing when talking about the concept of sideboards, the thing that a lot of people really don't seem to understand. Oh, is this gonna be Venom in the middle? The thing a lot of people don't really seem to understand is that sideboards help decks that lose to tech cards. So like, if you're a deck that has a bad matchup against a tech card, you can pivot your deck in the post sideboard games to be better into there. Yeah, there's counterplay to counterplay. And the thing is, a lot of the decks that get hosed by sideboard cards currently, this is our best draw, that get hosed by tech cards, they can't afford to have counterplay to those tech cards in their starting 12. So when you hit the tech cards you lose to, you're just dead. Got him.
Victory.
Ooh, that's a great one for us, as local man about to be Cosmo'd. I Cosmo them on the left here, actually. That feels like it's gotta be a bug in Twitch's coding. It just said, congratulations, you hit your sub goal, when we lost subs and it put us back down to 2,500 while we had subs falling off. Twitch being petty, something like that.
I am
Shit.
Iron Man.
Task failed successfully. Yeah. Yeah, for people that are new to the channel, the counter there on the screen is a running total of my number of subs for the last 30 days. So we haven't hit 2,500 subs for the month yet, but the goal is to keep it floating right around there. Hey, beating grind. Thanks for putting us back up to the threshold. Appreciate you. We're in a pretty solid spot here. We get to go Magic, Captain America here, and then we go Brood into Surfer into Spectrum. Well, that might be overkill on the left. Limbo's 100% getting Scarlet Witch. I mean, if it gets Scarlet Witch, I think that's fine though, right? Because I'm still gonna go, I'm gonna go Brood here into Surfer, and then we'll still have a ton of stats in the middle. Ooh, it's, the Sakar's actually kind of bad for us here. Oh wait, the Sakar's going away. Now we're good. So since they used the Zabu or the Killmonger already, is there a world where I just do this and then I Spectrum? This is better, right? This is more points to the Brood. The Brood would only be 24 in the middle. This will potentially be 8, 12. I think this is better. And at a minimum, this makes them not want to play another thing into here with Mojo, and then Spectrum should be able to win with the rest of it. They gotta decide if triggering Mojo is worthwhile. We're dead to Monkey in the Middle. Monkey in the Middle could only be 8, 12. Ooh, they're triggering Mojo. Alright. Alright. Come and get it. Dinner's ready. Got him. I would like the record to reflect we won by 2 here. Even if they had played Mysterio middle, they only would have tied and we were winning the breaker by a significant amount. Well, that's a quality one for us. Opponent is playing Magic, is noteworthy. Hoping to draw Cosmo here. Armor is a day late, $1 short. Did I armor here? Yeah, I think so. Carnage is 9 power because of Atlantis. Chat, we are playing Surfer before Cosmo because I don't want to Cosmo my Surfer. This is an explicit, intentional thing that I am doing. Mr. Heimdall? Yeah. Victory. That's all. Snap the like button if you'd be so kind, and check back in again tomorrow for another highlight.